Hello everyone, welcome back to the Conflict Zone 24 news channel. Please subscribe, like and share my videos. Today's breaking news highlights a stark warning from Denmark's Justice Minister Peter Hummelgaard, who declared that hybrid attacks and drone incursions have become part of the new reality. For Europe, this statement comes amid Russia's massive new army call-up and escalating fears of cyber, drone, and information warfare spreading across the continent. Europe's exterior situation is tense and uncertain. Borders once seen as peaceful are now shadowed by the hum of drones, the flicker of electronic interference, and the persistent fear of sabotage. From the skies of Poland and Romania to the coastlines of the Baltic Sea, the threat feels closer than ever. Hummelgaard compared this evolving threat to the psychological shock of terrorism after 9/11, saying Europe must adapt its defenses not only militarily but technologically and mentally. The Danish government has already begun acquiring anti-drone systems and electronic countermeasures to protect high-level meetings, including the upcoming European summit in Copenhagen. Inside European capitals, the atmosphere is electric with urgency. Intelligence officials are warning of coordinated hybrid tactics, ranging from GPS jamming and misinformation to power grid attacks that blur the line between war and peace. Countries like Denmark, Poland, and Germany have increased military readiness while strengthening civilian cyber defense units. Hummelgaard emphasized that these hybrid incursions are not limited to the battlefield. They target the mind, the economy, and the trust between citizens and their governments. According to him, we are not facing traditional armies alone. We are facing invisible hands trying to weaken our unity. His words echo the growing realization across NATO and the EU that modern conflict is no longer fought solely with bullets and missiles, but with drones, disinformation, and disruption. The performance of Europe's collective defense systems is under review. Nations are testing new radar grids capable of detecting small drones flying below conventional radar levels. Anti-drone shields using radio frequency jammers are being installed near power stations and government buildings. Denmark has invested heavily in hybrid resiliency programs, which blend military, digital, and civilian preparedness. Meanwhile, Russia's massive mobilization of 135,000 troops has raised fears that these hybrid actions may precede or accompany larger conventional offensives. Analysts believe Moscow's drone intrusions near NATO borders are designed to probe Europe readiness, testing how much provocation the West will tolerate before responding militarily. In terms of safety features, Europe's new hybrid defense strategy relies on coordination and communication. NATO's Hybrid Threats Center in Helsinki is expanding to include specialists in drone warfare and information security. The EU is pushing for a continent-wide early warning network that links air defense, cyber defense, and intelligence operations. The system would instantly share threat data between member states, ensuring that a drone spotted over the Black Sea or a cyber attack in Germany would alert all allies within minutes. This interconnected safety net represents a critical shift toward collective digital defense, recognizing that no single country can face this new type of war alone. The unique selling point of Europe's response lies in its unity and adaptability. While Russia attempts to divide and destabilize, European nations are tightening bonds and modernizing faster than ever. The hybrid threat has ironically strengthened the political resolve of NATO and the EU. Once fractured alliances are finding new energy in common defense. Hummelgaard's statement is more than a warning, it's a rallying cry. The concept of hybrid peace no longer exists. Instead, Europe must learn to live within hybrid conflict, where invisible warfare demands visible courage. Countries are not only arming themselves with drones and defense systems, but with education, awareness, and counter-propaganda programs to shield their populations from psychological warfare. If this escalating situation had a price tag, it would be staggering. The European Union and NATO combined are expected to spend billions of euros upgrading air defense systems, funding drone countermeasures, and boosting cyber resilience. Denmark alone is allocating hundreds of millions toward anti-drone units, advanced surveillance networks, and military training. For Russia, the economic cost of hybrid warfare is hidden behind propaganda, but experts note that sanctions and war mobilization are draining the country's resources even as it tries to project strength. Still, the real price being paid is social. The growing anxiety among European citizens who see their skies filled with drones and their media flooded with disinformation, As we reach the conclusion, one thing becomes clear. Battlefield of the future is already here. It does not always roar with the sound of explosions. It hums with the silent signals of drones, the whispers of fake news, and the digital footprints of unseen hackers. Denmark's minister may have spoken for all of Europe when he said, "This is our new reality. The hybrid war is not waiting to start. It is already underway. The only question that remains is how quickly the world will adapt before it spirals out of control." The message from Copenhagen to the rest of the world is unambiguous. Defense today means more than tanks and missiles. It means data protection, drone detection, and social cohesion. It means preparing every citizen to think critically and every soldier to operate technologically. It means transforming fear into readiness. Europe is waking up to a new age where war hides in the cloud, flies in the air, and spreads across screens, and yet amid this tension there is determination, a belief that democracies will not bow to intimidation. The future of European security depends not only on governments but on people who refuse to be manipulated by fear. The hybrid storm may be intensifying, but so is the light of resistance. This was today's special report from Conflict Zone 24 News Channel. Stay tuned for more updates, and don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. The truth deserves your attention, and the world deserves your awareness.